If you want to just live a comfortable life all the time, you're going to feel very unfulfilled in your life. We're at our happiest when we're problem solving, when we're getting through challenging things. When you push yourself, you push your limits, you find more about who you are, you know, what you're capable of. I've fallen more in love with really trying to push those barriers. Eventually, hard work will pay off and we'll get there. When I think back of all like where I started from and where I'm at now, I mean, the road has been so long and it's been so up and down. There was just such a long stretch where nothing was going right, and I was like, you know, when you're a starving professional and you're working so hard and you're going to work 30, 40 hours a week on the side, then you have a full training load. You have to have enough passion for the sport and belief in yourself to keep working through that stuff. And I think when you do it, you're like, oh my gosh, I was able to get through that. Then when the next thing comes, you're like, okay, like I can get through this. Coaching yourself, it's an interesting dynamic. And I've always looked at it like just separating to coach and athlete. And I'm like, I have to do the job a coach would do, and then I need to do the job an athlete would do. When I put my coach hat on and I'm looking at the plan, I'm looking at this is the race schedule, this is what we need to do for like the whole year, and I kind of plan that out, then I start writing, you know, the blocks. And then once I write those sessions, I just switch that off. And it's like, okay, now you're gonna be an athlete. And when you wake up, like you just look at what your training is and you go do it. I remember being in Des Moines last year. Before I left for that trip, I was like, if I don't make any money at this race, like it might be over. Like I don't know. I don't know if I can keep going. That night, like all these storms are rolling through. And I wake up and the race is like postponed a few hours. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not even gonna get a chance to race. And I'm like sitting in my hotel room, just like, I'm like wanting to cry because I'm just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Like, I'm not gonna make any money. This might be it. I don't know. And then we end up getting a message, hey, race is on in like an hour and a half. And it was like this mad rush. It was like everybody in their hotels got in their cars at the same time and tried to get there. And there was so much traffic. I was like, I'm gonna miss the start if I sit in this Uber any longer. I got out of my Uber and ran to the start. Ended up winning the race, and it was just like, it was like this weight off my shoulders, and I was like, okay, I can like really succeed at this. I'm gonna be good at this. And then I think I won the next race, and then like I won a couple more later in the year, and I felt like it was this close to just like, it's over. You know what I mean? Like if those thunderstorms kept coming down for a couple more hours, I don't know if we'd be sitting here. You see the performance, but the amount of work that went into it is incredible, and nobody sees any of that. And all that's so much of the stuff that I'll remember is all that hard work that I put in. I hope to do it another 10 years or whatever, but it could be gone sometime soon.